Hey guys, DG here. I'm going to talk to you about my Astronomicon experience, the latest Comic-Con I've been to. I'm getting back to talk about my Comic-Con experiences. I didn't talk much about the con I went to beforehand, C2E2, because I kind of got messed up because I lost my stuff. I had that to re-get, and just like the memory of my mess up is honestly just gonna put me in a bad mood, so I decided I'd skip over that and go straight to Astronomicon, where I didn't have anything mess up at. So yeah. I went there with my friend Mac. We went this week. It's at this hotel near where I used to live. It's a Marriott hotel. And when I got there, I was in line. I was talking to two other guys in line. We talked about wrestling and stuff and horror movies. I mean, because movies like we're talking about the Attitude Era and stuff, and wrestlers that wrestled then and now, that kind of stuff. Me and the two guys in the line, as a way to get my ticket, which I had to pay for there. We didn't prepay for it. And afterward, I went to they had like two sections for the con. The one section there's the one main section and a secondary section, which had the rest of the guests, because there's two sections. I did take some pictures of some collectibles, but I didn't buy any because by the time I got my autographs, I was tired by then. So, first off, I went to Robert Brian Wilson, aka the killer from Silent Night Deadly Night. I asked him my Blu-ray one. The disc is... There we go. When I first got there, I had to go to the ATM. I had to go there 3 times because most of the people at this one were cash only. So I had to go to the ATM to get cash. But yeah, I asked Robert Brian Wilson what his favorite kill in the film was. And he said it was, I believe it was the one where he shoots the chick with the arrow. And I asked him if I was naughty or nice, and he said, "Oh, I'm sure you're nice." and you sign in my autograph in red because blood and stuff. And yeah, I got my Blu-ray signed by him. Nothing much to say here. And right next to him was Eric Freeman from the second film. I didn't get it from him, though, because I wasn't actually going to ATM so many times. It took me a bit to find the rest of the guests until I found the second room, which had the rest of the guests in, and that's where I got my autograph from Nick Castle, who unfortunately also took cash. So I went to the ATM again and got another couple bucks to pay for it. Luckily, these lines weren't too long. Well, the first two weren't too long. I'll get to the third one in a sec. So yeah, Nick Castle, as you know, is the original Michael Myers here. The autograph I got. He was really nice when we met him. Before I got to talk to him, some reporter for Fox, I think, came up and asked if we can get through so we can do like a little interview with him briefly, which he did do, and I was nice to let him do it. And it wasn't too long. It was only like a minute and a half at least, and then I got to talk to Castle. I told him that I liked him at Halloween, and that thought it was cool that he's also going to be reprising his role for the Halloween video game in terms of motion capture, kind of similar to how Kane Hodder returned for the Friday the 13th video game. And I said I also think it's cool that he also directed Dennis the Menace. And he said to me this about, he said on the way over, he got a hitch. No, but on the way over, on the plane, they had Dennis the Menace, one of the movies, asked him, "Did you watch it on the way?" He said, Well, I made sure they got my credit right." So we got the autograph and we got a little selfie, which was nice. And finally, I went to the wrestler Paige. Well, no longer known as Paige, is Sierra now. Her real name, Sierra Bevis. Who had the longest line, but I stuck this one out, even though I had to once again go grab cash. And at one point, I had to leave the line to use the bathroom, but luckily one of the people during the line were nice to save my spot for me. So I went off, used the bathroom, and I came back, and I got to meet Paige. She was really nice. Got her autograph. I told her, we hugged, and I told her that she's one of my favorite female wrestlers, and she's appreciative of that. And as to what matches she done with her favorite, she said anyone when she won a championship belt. Which is cool. And yeah, I signed the autograph after we fist bumped. And at that point, I was too tired to getting collectibles because I was way so on the line. So, but then afterwards, I finally got something I could use my debit card for. I got a Pepsi can because that was because I was sweaty and exhausted because the place doesn't have that great of air conditioning in there. And my friend Mac, he got two. He got one from Billy Zane, who I did meet at con a few months ago. I didn't get anything from him, but except for a recommendation of a movie of his I should watch, which was The Phantom, which I did watch and I did like. And he got an autograph from Lisa Zane, who I initially only knew from Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, but I was surprised to find out that she was also the voice of She-Hulk in the Incredible Hulk cartoon from the 90s that I remember watching when it used to be run on Toon Disney and Jetix back in the day, when Toon Disney and Jetix were a thing. And yeah, and then after that, also at the event, they also had Ghostbusters cosplayers and stuff because they do like this Ghostbusters thing there all the time. And they also had like this G.I. Joe Cobra thing there. Yeah. And honestly, I'm close to my anniversary with the Astronomicon because the first Astronomicon came in 2018. So by next year, I will have gone to 10 Astronomicons. So I'm close to my 10-year anniversary of the Astronomicon, which is cool. And yeah, my next con is going to be Motor City Comic Con. And then possibly really cool Comic Con if they get the guest list updates to their guests. But yeah, me and my friend Meg had a good time and we enjoy ourselves. And yeah, nothing much we can say. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day and enjoyed this little vlog here. And I'm doing my best to make as much content as possible. I just have a really busy life. So, have a good day.